So hi, my name's Glenn Brace. I'm the head of studio for Elevation. So if you were applying to Elevation, I think there's a few bits to sort of call out. So one is, we're all about VR. So understanding VR, having your own sort of decisions about what you like about VR and what you don't like about VR is totally fine, because there's some good products, there's some bad products. Certain things work better than others. I'd say be prepared to actually talk about that, because we're on a journey discovering still as well. So VR fundamentally is about what we do. I think the other thing is understanding, what you have passion for. We want to be working with people that are equally passionate as us. We want to be working with people that want to, add to the mix. So I think being very clear of, that skill set, that discipline, and what you think is going to add to the mix and to the party is really good to know. And quite often, a lot of candidates think they could bring this, and actually we think they could probably bring a bit more, because we know more about how we work. So if someone can present how they have been working and explain that well, then we can see more potential in there sometimes than the actual candidates themselves, which is great. I think another factor which is really key is, there's always questions in interviews, and quite often the answer isn't the most important thing, but it's more how you answer. So one thing I'll say is there's a lot of discussion, more so being a remote studio. There's a lot of time spent in alignment and reviewing software before we commit next steps. So having a skill set to be articulate, I think, is quite good, quite key. I think it's okay to be passionate. I mean, I'm guilty of this. I go off and rant about all the things I love and, all sorts. So at the same point, you need to be able to come back to the core point and be articulate about why it's important or what is the key takeaway. So articulation of your own thoughts and processes, I would say, is a good thing to be conscious of. What else would be good to look for? I think the other thing is, we are remote. We're very conscious about the culture that we're building, and we're not just building the game. So even if you're doing action adventure, I do the best, X model, it's not just about that, because we're building a studio, not just a product. So we are building, really, either got to be great products, but then beyond that, we want to do another great product and a better product after that. And that comes from studio process, that comes from teamwork. So understanding how someone integrates with team, the cultural fit, and just getting a gauge on people's interests, how they like to work, and being honest about sort of what they do and don't like. Where we have been remote, we've had a lot of people say they're not sure if they'd be comfortable not having enough human interaction. Some people have been the opposite. I'm not sure they're comfortable being on the screen all the time, too much throughout the week. And those are really good points to know, because if we know that, then we can show you more of the process of what we do. I always think an interview it's not just about us checking out candidates. It's really not. The goal of an interview, from my point of view, from Elevation's point of view, is to make that candidate absolutely clear of what the role is, what we're about, how we work. I want them to know every detail so they can make an informed choice, because we don't want people that don't really want to be here. We want them to be as passionate as we are. So for me, it's no holds barred. Anything you want to know, come prepared with those questions. Do ask them, because we can tell you, we can show you. And we're happy to do so, because the more prepared you are, the more exposed you are, then you're in a better position to make an informed decision. So do figure out what you want from your role. I think it's a really important thing. What do they want to see? Is it about career progression over time? Is it about mentoring? Is it about, changing discipline? I've had lots of things over the last 12 months. So it's all valid, but it's, I think, really important to understand what you're looking for, short term, mid-term, long term. And I don't think there's a wrong answer, but because there are lots of roles and we have lots of systems in place for long-term to short-term plans. So good to have those prepped.